7 games on Saturday welcome us back to the Bundesliga. Match day 8 as the German top flight returns after the international break. 3 of those games on Saturday, the ones that we'll be focused on. Of course, you can catch them all on ESPN Plus. As welcoming Aage Fjortoft, Bundesliga veteran, to the show. Let's start with the league leaders, the defending champions, Bayern Munich, facing off against Werder Bremen. Hansi Flick's 50th match in charge, Jan. They've won 45. They've lost 3, and they've drawn just 1. Really spectacular numbers for Hansi Flick. No reason to think it should stop here.
No, it's not at all. And I think that Bayern can do some big mistakes, is to get the wrong coach. I think that getting Hansi Flick in, that surprised them as well, how well it's functioned. They all knew that Hansi Flick was a good guy. They all knew that he knew his stuff, that he had the knowledge, but that he should turn into that kind of leader, doing the treble, finding a place again for Thomas Müller, and so on and so on. He's done everything right, and things are looking very well and bright now in the kingdom of Bayern Munich.
Where they're not looking so bright is the German national team. I wonder if you think there'll be any repercussions from that 6-0. One, it's led to Hansi Flick being talked about a lot as a potential successor to Joachim Löw. That's a topic maybe for another day, but when you have all the guys that just played in that match for Germany against Spain coming back, the last team I would want to be in the world is Werder Bremen. These guys are going to be upset, aren't they?
Oh, they would, and it's terrible, the result. 6-0, worst loss since 31, and it's a big football nation, as we all do know. But I think the thing is, when you come back now, there is a challenge for the Bayern, former Bayern players, that they want to, now the Bayern player played for Germany coming back, they want their revenge. As you said, it will be bad news for Werder Bremen. But on the other hand, it's also, what will Hansi Flick do? And the likes of managers who have a lot of international, they will ask them a couple of questions. 1, have you got COVID? No. Okay, good. Are you injured? Okay. Are you tired from all the traveling? So this is this Spieltag number 8 in Germany is quite interesting, because there are so many players being away now that there could be some surprises, because you're not sure what kind of level, what kind of fitness their players got. The only one who will be fit, who is so missing in the German national team, is Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller is on fire. He creates chances, he creates assists, he creates goals. Joachim Löw tells us, no, he don't want him in the national team, so you're losing 6-0. It's bad days for Joachim Löw.
There you have it. Bayern Munich, top of the table. Leipzig, second. They're facing your old team, visiting your old team, Eintracht Frankfurt, on Saturday. What's going on with Leipzig? They don't really seem to be missing Timo Werner. Outside of Bayern Munich, they're scoring as many goals as anybody else in the league.
Yeah, they don't seem to miss him, because we thought that, of course, they will miss his goals. But I think that you will see that when they're playing the best teams, that they're missing something. You saw that against Manchester United, easy to say after that big loss, but you saw they didn't have that skill, that weapon in their arsenal when they played Manchester United. But Nagelsmann is a clever guy. He's found a way to build around him, to build a bridge over the lack of that skill that Timo Werner has got. Playing Eintracht Frankfurt, they've been struggling a bit, Eintracht Frankfurt, because in much money of the games, teams have played, they parked the bus against them, and Eintracht Frankfurt at the moment not good enough to kind of run games. So maybe this could be a surprise. I hope I don't say that only because I got my Eintracht Frankfurt shirt behind me here, as you can see. But it's also in a game that you think that Leipzig will have the ball, and there could be surprising Eintracht Frankfurt that get Kostic back. Kostic has been out for a while. He is back in the team. So hopefully that could be a competitive game also for the Frankfurters.
We talk Leipzig. I got to ask you about Upamecano. So much on this show we talk about his future destination as potentially being in the Premier League. But in reading some of the German press clippings, it seems like the name Bayern Munich keeps coming up, and it's being talked about now. Lothar Matthäus talks a lot, but he's one of the guys who has said it. Do you think he could actually end up at Bayern and not leaving the Bundesliga?
Well, when we followed German Bundesliga for many, many years, you always know that the star players, the first thing they will think of, could they go to Bayern Munich? Could Bayern Munich take them? They did that with Werder Bremen, when they were challengers, just took their stars. They did that with the Dortmund players. But football has changed a bit, and in these days when a lot of football clubs around Europe and especially in England are looking for centre halves, I think that Upamecano could end up anywhere. I don't think he will go this winter because RB Leipzig got ambitious of their own. So Liverpool desperate looking for a centre half. I don't think they will get him in January. He got then a quite small clause. They're talking about 42 million euro next summer. So maybe next summer will be the same hectic summer with Sancho in the headlines and Upamecano, because centre half to offer, there are not many of them around, and this is one of the best. And Bayern will be there. They will be interested. They don't give a new contract to Jerome Boateng, so they need a young player. I think they hope that Hernandez, their record signing, will do well. Pavard develop into a big player for them. So, but Bayern will always be interested in those kind of players playing in Germany.
Finally, Jan, Dortmund visit Hertha Berlin. By the time they play, both Bayern Munich and Leipzig will have played. And Dortmund enter the weekend in third, 3 points back of the league leaders, coming off that 3-2 defeat to Bayern Munich. I'm thinking there could be some pressure pre-kickoff if those other two results have gone against Dortmund.
Yeah, they could. And the problem with Dortmund is that you can see by the interviews with the players, you feel that they are getting more and more annoyed that they don't take the next step. As you saw against Bayern Munich, 1-0 up with a great goal by Royce. And, okay, go to halftime, think of, well, what do we do in second half now when we're leading? And then 1-1 before they go in. And things like that annoys players, and it annoys a club like Dortmund because they want to be a challenger to Bayern Munich. Now that they have all the talents in the world, they know that they have to end up winning some trophies as well, because they have to keep the players, and they have to keep the players happy, because a Haaland or Reina, Bellingham or Sancho, Moukoko, the new guy coming in now, they all want to win trophies, because when they're meeting up the other guys at the national team, I'm sure that they will be joked about how many trophies they won in their career. And when I meet Bayern players, there is loads of them hanging around.
Jan, between those two teams, Dortmund and Leipzig, right now, based on your gut feeling, who do you think is more likely to challenge Bayern this season?
I think it will be Dortmund, and that's because they have more match winners in their team. I think that the way Nagelsmann has organized his team after Timo Werner is brilliant, and he's up there. But I still think that if Dortmund can keep on develop these young players with a Haaland, with a Reina, with a Bellingham, they will always create chances. So then it's all about having leaders in the back that can keep that, not saying keep clean sheet, but they can't concede many goals, which they have been good at really this season. So I think that Dortmund will still be up there, and Leipzig, as I see it now, will be the number third. But there is a quote in German, they're always saying, the lachende Dritte, that has the laughing third guys who just like in the shadow will kind of follow these two. And if RB Leipzig will be second in the Bundesliga, I won't be surprised. But at the moment, still, for me, Dortmund is the main challenger to Bayern Munich.
Well, what would be a surprise, Jan, is if either are able to catch Bayern Munich right now with a 2-point lead atop the Bundesliga table as they chase that 9th straight league crown again. ESPN Plus, your home for the Bundesliga.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.